Hi, everyone. So I'm exhausted, like out of my mind, exhausted. This was such a long but amazing day. Oh my god, I did so much today. And Xian is awesome. It's a really cool city. And it's so old and full of history, and like everything is over 100, 300, 500 years old. Everything is got a story to it, and it's really cool and beautiful. And yeah, so today started at 8:30. I rode a bike along the top of city walls, and my butt hurts so bad. The city walls, there's north wall, east wall, south wall, west wall. It's a total of 13.8 kilometers, almost 14 kilometers, which translates into like 8 miles. I don't know the last time I rode a bike 8 miles, let alone a mile. Oh my god, I got like less than halfway down the first wall and my butt already hurt, and I was like, this is gonna suck. But because it wasn't like smooth paved anything. It was, bumpy the whole time. But it was beautiful, and the views from inside the city walls and outside was just really cool. But yeah, it took me like an hour and a half, and I booked it for the last 45 minutes because I got to, I guess, what would be called the halfway point, and I was so exhausted, and I had already taken like an hour. So I was like, no more pictures, just ride your bike. But I did stop and put a sandstone in, literally like in the wall. I have a cool picture of it. I found this like little hole where it fit perfectly, and it looked really cool. But it's on my other camera, so you won't see that until I'm back. So yeah, so I did that. And then after that, we went to this Jade Gallery, which was just incredible. It was insane, just the amount of beautiful things in this place. It was just a gallery full of jade carvings and sculptures and statues and trinkets and jewelry and just amazing stuff. I got myself a nice bracelet. It's originally really expensive. So I paid 830 yen for this, which is like $100 in US dollars, which I think is totally worth it because this thing is over 1.5 million years old, and it cuts glass. Like it's some serious stone right here. But it's originally like, I don't know, 30,000 yen, like a lot of money. But the gallery is owned by the government, and so they are able to select a few pieces of jewelry and sculptures and stuff that are on like super sale. So lucky for me. But yeah, I took a lot of pictures in there. There were some beautiful like globes made with all different kinds of jade. It was just insane. It was awesome. It was really cool. So after that, it's not even noon yet, and I've already done all this stuff. After that, we went to the Terracotta Soldiers. Oh my god. I just can't even put into words how, first of all, how excited I was to see the Terracotta Soldiers. And second of all, I can't even put into words how awesome it is. It's beyond explanation. It's just something everyone should see. It is so incredible. And I actually met the farmer who discovered them, because now his job is to sit outside the museum and sign books that he wrote about finding it. And yeah, he got really shunned from his community because he found this. He was just a farmer. He found this in the middle of a field, and when they realized what it was, they, you know, pushed all the farmers out of their land so they could make this museum and excavate all of it. So all the farmers felt that he ruined their lives because he took away their farms. And yeah, he laid low and until Bill Clinton came and wanted to meet him, and then I guess that's when, he took off and started writing books. And I don't think he understands a lick of English, but he was very happy and just waved and shook my hand, and yeah, I got his signature and I took a picture with him. But anyways, besides that guy, so there's like four sections, I guess. There's 3 pits, and then there's one where they have one of the chariots just displayed, or 2 of the chariots. And then pit 3, we went backwards because pit 1 is like the most glorious one, so we saved the best for last. Pit 3 is it's just open space, and they kind of left it half excavated to show what it looked like in the process of finding it, and it was enormous. It was like a mini Grand Canyon. It was just so big, and that was just one part of it. And then the second pit, what was the second pit? Second pit had the second pit had they determined that it's probably a meeting house, just the way that the soldiers were positioned and just how they were facing certain places. So that's the other thing. There's no documentation about these, so they don't know why they were made. It's unknown, so they just have to make really educated guesses about it. And then, so anyways, so the first pit, which is like the big kahuna of the pits, it's like where they have tons intact, and it's just like rows and rows of them, and they have like the horses and the chariots, and they have like a small excavation area where they show like where the archaeologists are working, and I just got goosebumps thinking about it. It was so amazing. Ugh, it was cool. It was really cool. I can't believe I saw it in real life. So yeah, after that, so the Terracotta Soldiers are like an hour away from the city of Xian, because it's like in the middle of nowhere where there were farmlands. So we drove back, and I still had one place to go, but my tour guide, Jennifer, who's awesome, by the way, she asked me if I wanted to have some like really good dumplings for dinner at this really nice place where they make like cool shapes out of the dumplings, and I said hell yeah. So we decided would take a break, like an hour break. At this point it was like 3:45, and by the time we got back to the hotel it'd be no, it was 2:45. By the time we got back it'd be 3:45, and so we decided we'd meet at 5 to go to what's called Muslim Street. So we went to this place. It's very touristy area, but it's also like super, I guess you'd call it like downtown. Lots of little shops and trinkets and walnuts and fruits and breads and craziness, people spitting everywhere, But yeah, it was really cool. And then we saw a shadow puppet show, which was like kind of weird. I also had no idea what they were saying, clearly, because I don't speak any Chinese. but it was just like this old man, and I'm assuming it's his wife, and he played like these little drums and like pans, so it was just like dong dong dong. And then the woman did the shadow puppets, and she, did all the narrating and stuff. It was great. And it was also the show was inside this building that was inside this like little courtyard with all these different buildings. It was really cool. I took tons of pictures. They had all different kinds of buildings. I think it was like some sort of royal complex. I don't know. No one really explained it to me, but it was really cool. I took tons of great pictures. The lighting was beautiful because all the rooms were just like dark, so they had only the light from the windows. Ugh, it came out really cool. And so after that, we just walked down Muslim Street, which landed us at the dumpling restaurant, which was amazing. I ate so many dumplings. And like they brought out this plate first, and I thought that was it. It was like 20 dumplings in the plate. They had like little cold dishes next to it with like cucumber and shrimp and a bunch of stuff. And I ate a bunch of dumplings, and then Jennifer was like, well, you should slow down. There's more. I was like, there's more coming, and already I felt so full. So then they bring out like these beautiful, like all different kinds of ones in the steamer baskets. And while we were eating, they said, oh, there's a woman making the dumplings. So I went over. It was an American couple that was there, and the woman was making the dumplings for them, like literally showing them how to fold them, but she was making like shapes out of them. She made one that looked like a frog, and one that looked like a chicken, and one that looked like a swan, and one that looked like a fish, and one that looked like a walnut. It was so cool. She made it look so easy, and I know that it was probably nowhere near as easy as it looked. So yeah, we ate a lot. And yeah, at that point I was like, Jennifer, I gotta go home. This has been an amazing but long day, and I'm ready to sleep. And she agreed. So yeah, now I'm sitting in my comfy bed watching American TV. Woohoo! So yeah, I fly out of Xian tomorrow. I go to Beijing. My last big stop on my tour, where I'm hoping to see my friend's dad who lives there, Mr. Murchison, Peter. So yeah, I have to email him and get in touch, and that would be great to see him. But oh, that was a long video. Okay, I'm gonna go. Miss you all. Goodbye.